So Nick, just first up, mate, just walk us through sort of what you guys got up to today at Government House and obviously over here at the Governor General's house.
Yeah, so I started at the Parliament House, went and visited the Prime Minister and Sports Minister, Anthony Albanese and Annika Wells, presented them jerseys, thanking them for their support. We're 30 days out now from the World Cup, first game against Georgia, and today was a good chance to thank them for their support ongoing, and we're going to need it once we get over there. And finished today here at the Governor General's house, a chance to again say thank you for our support. We know he's a keen rugby man. Had the chance to sit down and actually talk some rugby with him over a bite to eat, and look, it's just like I said, a chance for us to sit down and thank them for their support, not only in this World Cup, but the support in the 2027 and 29 bid to have the World Cup here. And it's an exciting period, exciting 5 years coming up, but more urgently, the 2023, like I said, is 30 days away.
Mate, you mentioned that you hadn't been to Parliament House in quite some time, mate. Obviously, you've been based here in Canberra all along, but tell us about just how special it was to get in there today.
Yeah, obviously played a lot of my career down here. I haven't been inside the Parliament House since I was about 12 years old, an excursion. So, just to be walking around, got a small tour, and look, we're even in there. I got a chance to see David Pocock, ex-player, busy at work there. The bells were ringing. Had to vote, and but it's being a little bit older, it's still pretty special to walk into a place like that.
Obviously 30 days out now, an event like today, mate, is it all a bit surreal being this close to the World Cup now? Or does it sort of feel like it's upon you?
It does, yeah. There's certainly there's time pressure, yeah. We're 30 days away, got one warm-up game left, a camp up in Darwin, bit of training in Sydney before we head over there, and it certainly feels very real. It's come around really quickly, so still plenty of hard work to be done. And like I said, this is our last chance to say thank you to the sport within the Parliament House, the Governor General, but also the public that'll be riding this wave with us over in 2023, because we'll be over there before we know it, and into that first game against Georgia.
And mate, just the jerseys presented today, obviously they're all personalised, and obviously that's all really special with the Indigenous design for the 2023 World Cup as well, that's sort of built into the jersey as well.
Yeah, presented all the ministers with their own personalised jerseys, and like you said, it's a special jersey, the World Cup jersey, and awesome to have the Indigenous imprint on the number on the back. And it's like I said, it's a special jersey. It's a World Cup jersey, different to any other, and the only hope is that we're able to add another trophy on the sleeve of it by the end of this year.
Bill, obviously visiting Parliament House today, just how special was that to obviously acknowledge the support of the government for not just, I suppose, in the lead up to this World Cup, but obviously with both the women's and the men's World Cups coming up here in Australia in the very near future?
Yeah, a very special day here in Canberra, Parliament House, and then the Governor General's residence. And the government's been such a massive supporter of rugby in this country for a very, very long time, but more particularly for the bid in 2027 and 2029 for the men's and women's Rugby World Cups, and the enormous support for the team that will be going to France for 2023. So a really special day here in Canberra.
Post 2023, obviously the two World Cups coming up here in Australia in the coming years with both the men and the women. We see all the hype that's around the Matildas and the Soccer World Cup at the moment. How crucial is sort of the lead into that tournament, and obviously a home Olympics as well in Brisbane, but there's a lot coming up for rugby here in Australia, and obviously the relationship between Rugby Australia and the Australian government is obviously crucial to bring those to life.
Yeah, one of the great things about Australia is our love for sport, and no matter what sport it is, but there's certainly a real love and passion for the game of rugby union from the Australian government. And when we think about the British and Irish Lions coming here in 2025, hosting the Men's Rugby World Cup in 2027, hosting the Women's Rugby World Cup in 2029, it's a really important period for us to engage with the community, get all Australians, not just rugby supporters, but all Australians behind rugby in this country.
Mate, obviously all the politicians, they received personalised jerseys today, special to have their own name on it, but as well the Indigenous imprint that the players will have on their jerseys for the World Cup. Do we hope that we'll be seeing plenty of social media posts with the politicians in their own jerseys cheering on the Wallabies from back at home?
Well, I think it was great to present politicians with their own personalised Wallaby jerseys, personalised Rugby World Cup Wallaby jerseys, and I'm sure, given the time zones, that whether it's late at night or early in the morning, getting up and cheering on the Wallabies with their own personalised jerseys will be special, not just for them, but for all Australians to see the support that the government's putting behind the game.